Good afternoon. Welcome to my channel. Today is the 9th of January 2021, and we are continuing with our big canvas as soon as I can get this camera down. I got it. We are continuing with our big canvas of the deers in the forest in a snowy forest. Now let me see. I got a new section because I was working a bit over here in the middle part, the background. And I think what I would do is start working on the reindeer, because I do want to see how that's going to work out. Let me see. I'm trying to get it to somehow focus so I can see the drills, not only you, because you can see the drills much better on the camera than I am able to see with the way it is set up at the moment. But it is absolutely no problem. We're going to work on the reindeer. And we already just emptied this. This is one of the background colors. So we're going to put this one away right there. And we need the symbol L. It should be a sort of a brown color. I see an N, but I don't see an L. Okay, people, come on. Is that funny? Okay, that's a number 2 there, but that's definitely an L there. And I'm getting glare. I see an M. Ah, I got it. I told you it should be a brown color because it's part of the leg of one of the deers, the one in the middle. I got my little ice cream spoon out so I don't dump drills all over the place. Maybe my voice will hold out until I can do a little diamond painting. No, I'm not sick. I just seem to be reacting to this weird weather we are having. I mean, we had plus 16 degrees in January, and now it's minus 4 centigrade, and still no snow. We have some snow in Hungary, but not in this city where I am at. Okay, and here's the other half of the leg. So as I said, this is the middle deer, and that's the symbol L right there. You would think it would be all one color, but it isn't. And because we have different hues, different colors, this makes the finished canvas look very much lifelike. Definitely the combination of the different hues, like from the gray, so far I've seen 3 different shades of that. Right there on the bottom over here we were doing. That's a little bit slow going. I thought you might be bored with doing that. So I take a break and go on to a bigger section. And then I go back to the one where there's confetti and I have to search here and there. Of course, I look over the whole canvas to determine if I have skipped any squares that need to be filled in. And of course, you know this, we do the big once over when we are finished with the magnifying glass. Also, I have seen it on YouTube that if you hold it up to light or to the window or some other source of light, you can see where there's an empty square that needs to be filled in. Usually if I do kit down a certain project, I will wait to put away the drills. I keep the leftover drills together for each project. I still save them, but I will keep them out and not stash them away until I have finished completely checking the canvas. And then this will be sealed, even though this is going in a frame. And this is going to somebody's living room. She chose a white frame. I would not recommend a white frame for this, actually. But you know, your frame doesn't have to match your couch. No. Seriously, I was talking to a friend of mine, and, okay, he's in customer service in one of the tech shops, you know, where they buy computers and mobile phones and all of that good stuff. Well, he was telling me that a lady returned a laptop because the laptop color did not match her curtains. No, I'm serious. I'm really serious. The laptop did not match her curtains. Now, I would think it would be less expensive to change the curtains rather than the laptop, but, you know, I don't think my laptop has to be color coordinated with the rest of the furniture or what have you. This is a little bit crooked, but don't worry about it. We will straighten it out. Because I am in a very strange position at the moment over here. First of all, the tripod is in my way. And I lowered it down, which means that my diamond painting pan almost knocks over the camera. Now, we had a couple of accidents with my cameras, and since I got this new tripod set up, I did not have to scrape anybody off the floor or my camera. So definitely have no complaints about the new setup, except for the fact that I can't see what I'm doing at the moment. Let me see. Okay, I don't know what that symbol is. So if we don't know what the symbol is, you know what we do. We take out the trusty magnifying glass, and I knocked over what I didn't want to knock over. And let me take a look at what that is. Of course it is. What else would it be? Okay, folks, stop laughing. Stop laughing. I can see you. Okay, the symbol L. I'm trying to get them staying out, but for some reason, okay. We're not going to worry about that because when I put the drills next to it, it will knock them into position. I think that's the place where the canvas was folded. However, I did not iron it since I noticed that it does tend to loosen itself out, straighten itself out. And there's some warmth, very little, from the light pad underneath it, which helps to straighten some of the bumps out. And then, of course, the weight of the drills. There's lots and lots and lots of drills that is going to go on this canvas. And it does have a weight. This is why I went from, you know, the frames that have the glass front. I switched over to the ones that have, what do you call it in English? Acrylic front, not glass, but that see-through, whatever. It's much lighter. Since you have quite a bit of weight from a large canvas, you don't want the extra weight from the glass also, you know, on the wall. Since I would say that these walls are not exactly, how should I say this nicely? I would not exactly say that they are the most massive walls. This is Hungary, this is Eastern Europe, and this is a brand new house with modern building materials in it. Which means that some of the walls there's nothing inside of it. I know because I tried to put a screw in the wall and it fell between the two, how did I say, between the two walls. You know, this is the front, this is the back, and the screw fell down the middle between the two of them. So I know there's nothing there. Now those were inside walls. Of course the outside walls are highly insulated. Definitely have to use a drill. You have to drill to put a screw in the wall. There's definitely cement. The problem with that is that you put the screw in, but it doesn't want to stay in there. So this is what I mean, that over here we definitely need a lighter weight frame to hang these diamond paintings. Depends on which wall, you know, you're going to put it on. But the reason I did not think that white would go with this painting, because I tried to match my frame to my painting. Okay, I'm just going to skip what I can't see, because I have all sorts of glare and everything over here. And of course, I go back and correct the ones I missed. I have to go back anyway, because as soon as I put certain, you know, drills away, it's for sure that I'm going to find one that I have missed. So I go back and, you know, my wonderful neighbor wishes to enter through my living room wall. She's been trying for the past 2 years. It has not worked yet. But you have to give her credit. She doesn't give up that easily, you know. She's definitely hell-bent on coming through the wall. I mean, you know, it's not my wall she's breaking down. So I don't worry about it. Okay, I'm not going to fiddle around with them because, like I said, we will get it straightened out. Now we have another color. I wonder what that's going to be. Interesting. That's the symbol F. Okay, let's search for the symbol F. Where are you? And I found it. It's another brown color. Like I said, we have different hues of the same color. This is sort of a milk chocolate. Okay, that's an H. And we have some symbol F right here on the leg of the deer. Definitely, I think they look like adult deers. I don't think it's hunting season at the moment. I don't know. Really, I don't know about that. I lost the symbol. It's a very light gray colored symbol on a tan background. I do apologize. Which makes it rather difficult to see. Let's see if we can help the situation. I have everything put out here. It's such a big canvas that I have a tendency to put everything out on it. Yeah, now I can see what I am doing. And that's a symbol F there, which I could not see before. I moved the light over too because it was giving me a weird glare. And I'm sort of looking at this sideways. Let's say I'm peeking out from underneath the camera. So I really don't like to bore you with it when I'm having problem. I usually keep those problematic areas when I do off camera. But some of you are doing a canvas together with me, and they would like to see how it's coming along, and maybe they are running into the same problems that I am. And it's good to have a suggestion as how we can eliminate some of the little bits of nuisances that we might run into. Really, it doesn't have any big problems, so we had quite a bit of those. Yep. Some of the canvases nearly went into the trash, but since we are stubborn and we said, no way are we going to give up, you know, like a piece of canvas and a bunch of drawers are not gonna knock us to the ground. And we solved a very big problem caused by our wonderful customs people that decided to take a peek underneath the double-sided adhesive, and that's a no-no when you don't know what you're doing. Yes, you remember, we had rivers, we had bubbles, we had creases, you name it, folks, we had it. And that's the canvas which was sent for review. And I was going to get in contact with the company and tell them, look, I waited 6 months for this canvas. And this is the condition it came in. I cannot work with this mess. But then my stubbornness got the better of me. And I said, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to make it good. And we did. Actually, it turned out to be a very pretty flowers when we got done with it. It was just a matter of, well, you know, getting over the first shock of seeing the mess that we received. But after that, it was okay. We went nice and slow, section by section, and we solved the problem as it came up. Section by section, that's the only thing you can do Nothing else can be done. Now this symbol, we have 1.5 jars of this, so we're going to have quite a bit of this this symbol. This is the M, and yeah, I can see, at least I can see this. Excuse me. So let's continue with this. I did want to get a little bit more of a headway on the deer, but yeah. Because I think once we get the main character to start to show up on our canvas, it sort of brings the canvas to life. I'm crinkling over here. Do shut the sound off if that bothers you. I usually tell you ahead of time if I'm going to move the camera, because some people are a bit sensitive to the movement of the camera, and some people don't like the crinkling of the plastic. So I will tell you when to shut your eyes and when to shut your ears. But as for me, I like it when people are kitting up the diamond painting, and I don't mind the sound of that's associated with this particular craft. I did mention that the next amigurumi I want to make is the bunny rabbit, but then I started thinking, well, we're going to have Valentine's Day before we get Easter. So we have a diamond painting that arrived earlier than expected. So I think tomorrow we should be kitting up a teddy bear with a heart. I call it the love teddy bear. Absolutely adorable from what I've seen on the outside of the box. It's sort of in one piece. Didn't suffer too much at the hands of shipping and etc., etc., etc. You know how it goes. After a while, you know, we get used to it as, you know, from which company, in what sort of shape or package arrives in. Sometimes it's quite scary to look at the package, but then we open it and we see that the canvas itself is not damaged. So that's a relief. I mean, you know, it's no use screaming and yelling at the company where you ordered it from. You know, they package it carefully. And once they put it up for shipment, it's out of their hands. They're not responsible if some of the, well, if you've ever seen them loading luggage at the airport, you know what goes on. So it's absolutely a miracle that it arrives in one piece. So we don't complain about that to the company. It's not their fault. Of course, if it comes in a condition that you cannot possibly save it, then yes, explain to the company that you should get in touch with the provider that ships it and tell them that they have done such a damage that the object cannot be used. So I think the damage is between that company and the people that shipped it. And most of the time, I only had that problem once. There's no problem with the customer service. They will try to fix the issue as much as possible. Sometimes you will have to wait for the very simple reason that they have to wait for shipment also. Unless you're dealing directly with the factory, which is very rare. They have the same problem waiting for the shipment as we do. Sometimes it's worse, sometimes it's, keep in mind the holidays when shipping gets a little bit slower. And keep in mind the holidays in the different countries. Like the country you're ordering from, like a Chinese New Year, obviously you're going to have a slower go at it. But those of us that have been doing diamond painting for a while have learned just to be patient. The package will get here sooner or later, but it will get here. Majority of the time in one piece. If you order more than one item, because of the newer laws, sometimes don't be surprised if you will get your packages separated. This is in order for the customs to stay within the rules and laws and regulations of that particular country. So just be patient. If you order 2 packages and you only get 1, you will get the second. That was that's what I noticed, and that's what happened to me. So during the 1 year that I've been doing this, we have learned a lot. We have learned to be patient. We have learned how to talk to customer service. A lot of times they don't speak English. This is why I'm telling you it's best to make a video of when you open the package. That means right from the delivery person to your hand. Turn on your camera, make a video of opening it. And that way you can show what may be a problem. Majority of the time you will not have any problems. I had no drills missing. Lately the drills are very good quality. We had one problem with static cling. I don't know why it was so staticky, but that was a big problem, and no matter what I tried to do, really had to deal with it. Now, as far as dryer sheets are concerned in this country, they have clothes dryers. But I have to order drying sheets from the capital. So I would prefer not to go that route. But there was only one, Halloween it was, I think, that we were kidding up, and we just couldn't get those drills out of the bags. They didn't want to come out. And when they did come out, they were flying all over the place. Oh, what a mess. I mean, I can make a mess without, having static cling to help me along. Yeah, like right now, I almost dumped the drills. I didn't dump them today. Shh, don't tell anybody. So I think we're going to have this dark color also quite a bit. You can usually tell by how many containers you have of a color. Naturally, in this big canvases, you will have a lot of the background colors. And we do have 3 animals in the main focus point of the canvas, 3 deers in a beautiful snowy forest. Actually make you want to go take a hike in a nice snowy. We don't have snow. We should have snow. It is winter. Okay. we have some more of this over here. I have seen the finished canvas of this picture, and it's absolutely beautiful. And I think it would look great any place, in the living room or in a den. You know, some people have weekend houses. They have a hunting lodge. They could hang this painting there. Actually, it would go anywhere. I used to see sceneries like this and hanging on a wall, cross-stitched. I don't know how to cross-stitch. I have not learned that yet. However, that doesn't mean that I will not dab into it, since I'm always open for new crafts to learn. Okay. So I thank you very much for joining me this Sunday afternoon. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Please hit the like and the subscribe button. Thank you very much. I will see you next time. Bye.